Welcome to Philippine-Canadian Empire's Daily News Roundup, brought to you by CanadianEmpire.net, your only Filipino-Canadian daily news portal. I'm Rowan Aquino, and here are stories making headlines today. Aquino says he was not informed of Sanofi controversies. Former President Benigno Aquino III said that during the two meetings he had with gov't maker Sanofi Pasteur while he was president, he was not given information on the various controversial issues the French pharmaceutical giant was involved in. In a joint hearing of the Senate Blue Ribbon Health and Finance Committees on Thursday, Senator Richard Gordon asked Aquino if he had knowledge of the irregularities Sanofi was linked to. He asked, quote, "I just want to point out, without casting aspersion on your character, that when you meet with the drug companies like these, I would imagine that through no vote of your own, you were not briefed on your first meeting with China in APEC, sir," unquote, to which Aquino replied to with, quote, "On the allegations or charges against Sanofi, both for the China meeting nor the Paris meeting was I informed of any of these," unquote. Aquino and Sanofi officials met on November 9, 2014 in Beijing, China, and on December 1, 2015 in Paris, France. The former president also stood by his decision to approve the procurement of gov't. Quote, "I would like to emphasize, before the government decided on gov't, while deciding, after deciding, and until now, I have not received any objections against the vaccine," unquote, he said. Aquino added that his administration launched the immunization program in NCR, Calabarzon, and Central Luzon because, according to the data of the Department of Health, these were the top 3 dengue-affected regions. Dictatorial government won't happen again, says Palace. Malacanang said that the Congress's approval of one-year martial law extension in Mindanao shouldn't cause fear, as this will not head to a dictatorial government. Presidential spokesperson Harry Roque said in a Palace briefing, quote, "I think we have shown for the entire period that martial law has been imposed in Mindanao, that this is not the same martial law that we had in 1972. Courts remain functioning, Congress remains existing, the Bill of Rights and the Constitution is enforced," unquote. Quote, "So I don't think there's been any legal basis for the years of many that there will be the return of dictatorial rule. Neither has there been any systematic or gross violations of human rights so far," unquote, he added. Roque assured that the government is not exploiting its power, for even the local government unit in Marawi continues to exist and the local mayor himself takes the initiative in rebuilding the city. Palestinians, a large Jerusalem minority, failed Trump's snub. President Donald Trump's recognition of Jerusalem as Israel's capital has stirred defiance and new fears of marginalization among the city's Palestinian residents. Trump has said he simply acknowledged reality with his nod to Israel, but omitted a specific mention of Jerusalem's large Palestinian minority, or 37% of the population. Despite Israel's portrayal of Jerusalem as united, stark differences have emerged on the ground between Arab and Jewish neighborhood. The international community says East Jerusalem is occupied territory and it must be determined in negotiations with the Palestinians. That wraps up our news here on PZI Daily News Roundup. Thank you for joining us. For more news stories, visit our website at www.canadianempire.net.